Not all of us can be fabulous with fans, Lewis. Lewis.
I invest my money into good things like.
I'm ready for your response.
I don't know if Mons ever makes an OnlyFans. That's where it's going.
Of all
no,
people,
Mons.
No.
Listen, I get
no.
No, I do think Mons is attractive as well. Is that really where your money would be going to? Is that the first thing your money would go to?
It took me a while to come up with something. No, I started saying it and I was like, shit, I need to come up with something. That's what came up.
I mean, this was free, so.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome to an unhinged, I guess, episode of The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast, where we put the tea in reality, usually, but you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay, and I'm going to continue to fucking say it in the Eurovision videos because I don't give a single fuck. With that being said, I'm drinking water.
Nikki would approve.
Nikki Tutorials would approve. So fuck everybody that
says hi, I'm Lewis. I'm a canny laddie from the city of Manny. I'm not drinking anything.
That's an issue.
Yeah, I should probably get something.
I feel like you had the same problem the last time the three of us sat down to record.
Yep.
No, you know what it is? I'm like, okay, I'm ready to start recording. And then the countdown comes on. I'm like, shit, need to go get a drink. And then I run over to get a fucking drink during the countdown.
Go do it now.
All right, sweet.
And this is part 2 of While Lewis Gets His Drink. Hi, I am Aneesa Long, also known as Sam DMV, also known as Sam de Monteverde, your fellow friendly 5'3" trans non-binary Filipino Canadian, mentally unstable hot mess hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And yes, I would like to emphasize on the trans non-binary part. Yes, I will emphasize that because I do not give a fuck either.
Thank you.
But yes, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. That's where I'm from. Scarborough, if you want to be specific. And today, my lovely SpongeBob mug, I have some peach juice sponsored by Fuentes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like $1.89 for like 1.5 liters. So I was like, okay, work.
Okay, I need some Canadian prices because the prices in Arizona are not doing it.
I'm trying to remember what's stronger. Like which dollar's stronger between.
The American dollar.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right.
That's... Not by a whole lot, but it's the American dollar.
Yeah, because last time I checked, like $1 in America is $1.30 in Canada. So I don't know what the update on that is now.
$1.
$1 US is $1.34 in Canadian.
Oh, so not terribly far off.
Not terribly bad. Anyway, we're not here to talk about currency. We're here to talk about Norway.
How was Croatia, y'all? Oh, okay.
Not this. We talked about Croatia.
Logan told me I got a get out of jail free, almost like a get out of jail free card by missing Croatia because I really didn't miss.
There were some good songs.
An awful deal.
There were a few good songs.
But speaking of good songs, we're here to talk about
Norway.
Melodi Grand Prix Heat 2. I have to say, every song is good. Like, I'm just going to throw that out there right now. I like, at a baseline, every song here.
Yeah, I think I could say the same, actually.
I don't know if I'll say every song here is good. I'll say every song here is...
a song.
It's every song here is marketable in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that doesn't necessarily mean good. It means acceptable.
I wouldn't turn any of these songs off if they came on. Let's say that.
Yes. Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Some better than others, for sure. But so we are in the middle of Melodi Grand Prix. Heat 1 already happened. Our queen Ulrika qualified I mean, we're not surprised, but I'm very thrilled.
As well as her princess Alessandra Melodi.
Alessandra. And, Umami Tsunami, to nobody's surprise.
Yeah.
I will say on a brief note about Heat 1 before we talk about Heat 2, I was really, really happy with the way that Tresco came together in the live performance. I was very sad that it didn't qualify.
Yes, same.
That would have been my third based on the live performances, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But such is Eurovision.
It shouldn't. It was pretty obvious that Umami Tsunami was going to be a contender, irrespective of. I mean, it was an okay performance, but I think a huge part of their qualification was their audience.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about Heat 2. 7 more songs. The Heat will be happening this weekend. Same situation. We'll be going in depth on the live performances from the Heats after all the Heats are done. Before the final happens, we'll be doing another episode talking about that. So we'll get a little bit more into the live performances, which I'm really happy that we're doing this format for it because we get to kind of follow the whole thing. But yeah, shall we dive in?
Let's get into it.
Do it.
We are going to start with Alejandro Fuentes. The song is Fuego. Fuego. Not to be confused with icon Eleni Fuedera.
No, to be confused with the better Fuego.
Yeah.
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 Listen, this
An
is
honorable mention
okay.
to the Cheetah Girls would like to say as well, though.
Oh, shit. Yes, I love Fuego by the Cheetah Girls.
I put this on. For the first few verses, I was slightly peed off. It just sounded like a song that was taken straight from the Despacito playbook. And I was prepared for that. I do love like the little like pulsey bit. I put and like quote da 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 da. Like I don't even know how to describe it. There's like the bit where it's like the
da 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 da. I wrote that down as well in some capacity. I just wrote the beats in the chorus. That's what I put. There's a term for it, and I couldn't think of it, and I still can't.
I will say, Alejandro, congratulations. Because for me, you have won my Perfectly Inoffensive award.
I think I'm gonna agree, honestly.
Yeah.
It was a nominee for me.
It's there.
It's okay. It's there. It's just not something I'd remember looking back. If it did get sent to Eurovision, I'd be like, "Oh, what's that song again?"
Right.
I don't think this is going anywhere past this Heat. If I'm
exactly.
Yeah. I don't think so either. There are like things I like about it, and I'm sure that the both of you have said like things you like about it. Like I feel that same way too. Also, much respect to the fact that he co-wrote this song. I just felt like it was at like a 90 the entire time.
I felt it was more at like a 70 the whole time, if I'm being honest.
I thought it was more like a 58.
My big issue with this song, if I'm honest, is the instrumental track drowns him out for 90% of the song.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like,
and he has the lovely voice.
And I also want to point out, this was the last song released of this Heat. So when all the songs dropped, this was the last one to come in, and you can kind of tell. I just wish the instrumental was turned down a little bit more and his vocal was turned up a little bit more. Because when you get the few like a cappella moments towards the end of the song, he actually sounds pretty good. I think the whole thing was drowned out by the music.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of this was the bridge when he starts like singing the quick lyrics.
Sure.
Almost in comparison to Despacito. But...
my mind immediately went to Suave from Melfest last
Oh!
A song I still regularly listen to, and I listened to this morning because it came on my shuffle.
I also listened to Suave.
Suavemente conmigo, suavemente conmigo.
Yes.
Dancing slowly, you and me. That's kind of where it took me.
I feel like Fuego is like a lower energy version of.
Completely could not agree with you more.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Let's talk about Bjørn, Olav, Edvardsen.
May I go first?
What?
May I go first? Sorry. Now congratulations, Bjørn.
Yes.
You have received my award for perfectly inoffensive. Proceed.
wrong.
I really like this song.
I love this. I love this a lot.
I was prepared to fully defend this by myself. I wrote, this feels like, okay, so you know how in a musical, I feel like Ross Matthews. You know how in a musical, if you get that reference, we can be friends. You know how in a musical, you have like the main character, but then you have like the second main character who like foils off of the first main character. And then you have the third main character who is kind of like the like rock, everybody like not revolves around this person, but like they're the more like static character, but they always have their own solo song at some point in the musical. That's what this felt like.
But anyone watching that would understand better of how the musical, like the tink of yeah.
I was thinking as well, my mind went to, in a similar fashion, my mind went to Requiem from Dear Evan Hansen.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like that sort of energy was what I was getting.
I'm
a theater gay. If you couldn't tell.
We're all theater gays here. So.
I actually saw it twice. Anyway,
I've seen it.
Okay. Sam,
the movie, and it was disappointing.
You've seen the movie. I'm so sorry for you.
Don't see the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't see the movie.
Turn Off My Heart. I really like the song. I think the vocals are gorgeous. I was like, oh, the key change. We got a good old key change. And I actually really liked the key change here. I thought it was really good. I just wish the song went a few more places. But overall, like I think it's a really solid entry.
It reminds me of previous Eurovision songs that I fell in love with before. Not that they sound similar, just they have the for instance,
oh Jesus!
One thing I should have done. They don't sound anything at all like each other, but they take from the same.
It gives you the same feeling, kind of thing. Right?
Feeling, yes, exactly.
I went to Joanna, Is It True?
Oh.
That's the kind of vibe I was getting. That's one of my favorite Eurovision songs too. But,
who's the female one that from Lisbon? I can't remember how to describe it. Her tone was so like quiet and thin, and like at the end she's up with her boyfriend on the bridge.
When We're Old.
When We're Old.
Eva, what's her face from Lithuania?
Yeah. Not saying this is at all that like, but those kind of like those kind of stuff. I love that. I imagine the use of special effects on this song, like during the presentation.
Yeah, I could imagine that as well.
Yes. I put sounds like someone in Westlife went solo.
No, that's immediately where my mind went. I went to Westlife, and really any of the male AMAB singers along those lines.
Yeah, I love me some Westlife, so yes, definitely in a shout to reach the national selection final for me. It's probably not going to be sent, which is upsetting.
Yeah,
but. Thank you for introducing this song to me, Bjørn, Olav, Edvardsen.
Yes, agreed. Let's talk about Ella. The song is Waste. Bitches. I love this.
I like it.
I'm happy to defend this by myself.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think I'm in a similar boat as Lewis.
I like it. It's missing something for me. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah.
First, the chorus itself, I thought it was like a pre-chorus, and then I found out, wait, that's actually the chorus.
Yeah, I would agree.
I do love the bridge, though. Her voice is very Grimes? Not quite Grimes, but not quite Grimes, but like almost like a branch off Grimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the energy of this. I love her attitude. She has a nice voice. I think for me, actually, my favorite part was when she raps in Portuguese.
It's Portuguese and Norwegian.
Yeah, I found that kind of crazy. But aside from that, I just felt like the song could use a bit more substance because I also was like reading the lyrics along with this, and I felt like,
See, normally I would be in the same boat as you. I honestly think what did it for me was the instrumentation. Like, the beat is so good. I'm imagining, like, genuinely, I'm like, how could I perform this as a drag number? Like, that's where my mind went to immediately.
right.
Like, I love this. The vibe is so good. I think this is gonna look so good live. I think in a similar sort of fashion to slow-mo, I think there are moments where she can have these big like dancey moments without the chorus being too heavy. I do wish the chorus had words other than focus on my waist, but I love this. I love this. I put this on my playlist immediately. I've been listening to this nonstop. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, it's it's lacking something for me, but I like it. It's not something I'd definitely let it play. Yeah, it doesn't feel complete in my eyes.
Wow. Anyway, let's talk about good old Elsie Bay. Love You in a Dream. Now, we were big fans of Elsie last year.
We sure were.
We sure were.
We showed the song to Lewis and he liked it.
You did? Question mark?
Yes. Death of Us.
I
my
forget
mind and we're not coming back from the two of us.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you for interpreting my horrible singing there.
I really love this.
I love this.
It's good. I'm gonna be honest, I prefer Death of Us, but I still think this is a really good song.
I like this a lot. It doesn't feel like anything I've heard so far in the national selections this year. But in the best way. Like, I don't think I've heard anything so far.
So you didn't listen to Croatia?
No, I did not.
This I compared this to something like, as far as like similarities, I compared this to something from the Croatian selection, but it's unique enough.
Right.
Yeah.
The instrumental is great. Elsie always sounds amazing. It ends kind of abruptly, which was really my only issue.
That was my only issue of it as well. Like, her voice could do no wrong. I love this like switch up moment, building to the chorus kind of thing. I love all the emotion she puts in it. I think what I really liked as well, there was a break in the song, and during that you can just hear her belting in the background.
Her voice reminds me of another. I get this a lot. Her voice reminds me of another singer, but I can't name them, and that's going to annoy me throughout the entirety of the national selection season.
I want to say Victoria, but that's probably not it.
No. Probably I'll have to listen back. Anyway, I was taken back when the tone of the song changed. There was like a switch up on the tone of the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I wasn't offended by it at all. I think it was pleasant, like a pleasant switch up. It just took me by surprise. Incredibly cinematic, and that's probably why I love Alessandra's song as well, because that plays into the cinematic playbook as well. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I will be playing this in my dreams. Sure. I was just trying to make
my mind went
permanent.
to I don't remember his name, but in the Australian selection last year.
Yeah, I know his first name is Jude.
Yeah,
Jude, of course. One day I need to dream.
I loved that song after I listened to it more. That was yeah. Let's talk about Jonah. I'm gonna say Jonah. I think his actual name is Jonas. So I'm gonna say his stage name is Jonah, and I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. The song is Ekko Inni, or Echo Inside Me. This is fucking cool.
So this usually isn't something I'd be into.
Me either.
I listened to this and I was like, Sam's not gonna like this.
Right. And this is and I thought I wasn't gonna like it.
Because it's one of those like songs that have so much production on top of it.
Yeah, I think that's what does it for me. It's it's so well done that it kind of sells me on it. And I again was looking at the lyrics and the translation of them while I was listening, and for some reason the lyrics hit. Like I really love the lyrics.
I'm surprised because I felt like listening to this it felt almost overly produced to the point where I was like, okay, in terms of the Samometer, it's it is too produced for Sam to like this. So I am very surprised that you actually like this. I love the chorus build, and there's a point before it gets roboty that his voice just like gets really strong.
Yeah.
The production's very in your face, but I love that. I was loving it, and then he started rapping.
Oh,
I actually liked.
I liked it.
I don't know. I just I was enjoying it more as a vocal performance, right? And then I thought at that point, okay, there's too much going on. But I do love the song. I love how overly produced it is. And it's very entertaining, and I'll definitely be listening to it again.
Yeah, I thought all the parts of this song came together really, really well. Didn't have a problem with it at all. Enjoy the song. Very solid. I'm interested to see what the staging is going to look like for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can compare it to that we've seen at Eurovision would be Halo.
I was thinking Halo as well.
And like, not that they're the same song at all, but that's the only kind of like perception I have of like what staging would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
As am I.
Lewis, did you have any other thoughts?
Sorry. No, I enjoyed this. Staging. Electric super haven.
And on that note, let's move on. We're talking about Sandra Lyng. The song is Drøm bort, or Dream It Away. What did we think?
I like this.
I knew Lewis would hate it.
Yeah, I figured you would.
She has a great voice, and I'll give her that. The song itself felt very one note to me, didn't intrigue me, and then I got irritated by the end of it because of how constant the na-na-nas were.
Oh, see, that was my favorite part.
For me, it was the bridge because it started quiet and then it kind of built up. I feel like this would be a lot better live.
This was the one where I was like, oh, okay, this is polar opposite. My opinion's polar opposite to how it's been reacted to on the website, on Eurovision Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not for me.
Well, there always has to be at least one woman singing a Norwegian style ballad. Last year it was Hammer of Thor, so we're gonna see how Sandra does this year. Yeah, I just thought the way this came together was super impactful. This is about 50-50 for me on whether it's gonna qualify. I think in some universes this would qualify. I think if this was the only song in Norwegian in this heat, she would have a lot better chances. But the fact that you have 2 full songs in Norwegian, I don't know whether. And I mean, they couldn't be more different.
Yeah,
but
right.
I'm interested to see what happens with this. But I like the song.
No,
not
for me. And that's just a me thing, I think. If anything, it's just something that doesn't cater to my taste.
Fair. Yeah, this is my pick for Perfectly Solid.
You sure? Yeah. And we're going to round it out with Swing It with the song Prohibition.
I was prepared for the worst. And it's not stunning, it's not great, it's not amazing. It
caught me off guard in a really positive way. I like it.
I really like this. I think I like this a lot more than the both of you because this is up my alley.
Yes,
this is very up my alley. As someone who did do jazz band since high school and has played the trombone since like 2011. I love this.
I do love it. These are the kind of entries that I love seeing as well. Just like a complete left field sort of entry.
Yeah, this is something that it's not going to get sent, but if it did, I'd definitely remember it. I'd definitely, because I'm assuming it's going to be visually memorable as well.
Yes.
So yeah, I'd definitely be able to be like, okay, I remember that song from Eurovision 2023, yada yada yada. This person was doing that thing. This person was doing that thing. Yes, I love it.
The full jazz band.
Oh yeah, it's a whole fucking jazz
family
band. So
singing
it's like,
together in Albanian. Yeah, those are the things I'm gonna remember.
I want something gimmicky to go, and what I mean by that is I feel like the staging
no wolves with bananas.
No, definitely not. I'm thinking more.
No, because
Man in a hamster wheel. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm thinking more Sunstroke Project.
You know what's so funny? It's funny you say that, Logan. No wolves with bananas, because they actually have a song where they moved on to peaches.
Any other thoughts on Prohibition?
I said go off saxophone. The saxophone solo was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've come to the point in our program where we must discuss our points. Sam.
Whoa. Okay. So
Sam, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. No.
Wow.
Okay. So we're gonna start with 4 because there's only 7 of them. So
yeah.
And I thought this was a strong heat. I think it actually did.
They all very strong heat.
They all deserve points. So with that being said, my 4 points will sadly be going to waste.
Oh.
It fell there.
So I thought we were all going to have the same 4 points, if I'm being honest with you. My 4 points go to Fuego.
Knowing your critique, that's totally fair.
Okay.
My 5 points. And I knew going into this, we were all going to have different lists.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew it was going to be like a tasting. So with that being said, my 5 points go to Turn Off My Heart.
My 5 points, only because it sadly fell there, is Prohibition.
My 5 points go to Despa Fuego.
Not Despa Fuego.
Okay. My 6 points will be going to Fuego.
Okay. My 6 points go to Sandra Lyng.
My 6 points. Prohibition.
Okay.
Sure. My 7 points will be going to Ekko Unnamed.
My 7 points go to Turn Off My Heart.
My 7 points go to Waste.
We have all had completely different ones.
And it will, I feel like it might continue.
It's going to.
It's going to. Okay, my 8 points will be going to Bort.
My 8 points go to Elsie Bay.
Wow.
My 8 points go to Ekko Unnamed.
Okay.
Okay.
My 10 points. My 10 points will be going to Swing It with Prohibition.
My 10 points go to Ekko Unnamed.
My 10 points.
You are kidding, Logan.
No.
Hold on. No, I need to, because I need to do the math for myself as well. So,
Just give
Sam,
your 10
DM
points.
me. Okay.
You
Sam,
like-
we agree. Sam,
We're moving on.
agreeing on our,
We're
we're agreeing on our 12, Sam.
Yes, we
if
are.
I'm correct. My 10 points go to Turn Off My Heart.
Oh. Listen, I did 12 hours today. And I had to rush my way home. Okay. So with that,
I literally just turned off Sam's heart for like a second.
you did. You did it. So my 12 points will be going to Elsie Bay with Love You in a Tree. Logan,
Lewis, would you like to give your 12 points?
Elsie Bay, Love You in a Dream. What am I missing here? What am I missing?
12 points go to waste.
right. Okay.
I like the song.
Wait, I love that. Your bottom is yeah. Okay, that's funny.
I feel like this is.
I have to clip the moment where Sam realizes that my 12 points are going to waste because their face just
Face crack.
quite literally.
No, I feel like this is the most different our list have been.
I don't think we've ever had a song where two people put it first and last. I don't think that's ever happened.
It hasn't happened yet.
That's why when you said it, I was like, oh, we got some differences today. Well, that's that on that. We'll be back next week to discuss Heat 3, and then the week after that to talk about the 9 finalists before the final.
Yeah.
How much do you want to bet that they're going to pull an Estonia and be like, one
we have wild cards.
gets a wild card 10th spot?
Listen, If it means we get Tresco back, I'm here for it.
It ain't gonna be Tresco.
No.
I'm still hoping. I'm still holding on for Tresco though.
I mean, me too. Don't worry, but so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of lovely, fabulous, wonderful stuff. We have too many Eurovision videos coming to you, so don't worry. We got Denmark soon. We got Portugal. We got Finland.
We got the semi-final
Moldova.
allocation draw.
Allocation
draw. Yes.
Lewis and
I'll
I
be
on a
live.
live stream by
I'll be
ourselves.
live from Liverpool to report. No, I'll put. I'll decide if I want to be live from Liverpool or not.
Oh my god, gag.
I can just imagine me just being like on the stage door. Like, let me not stage door. Like I'll be like, let me in.
And you're carrying your laptop with
promise
you.
I'm pressed.
As well.
I'm pressed for the cup podcast. Let me in.
We're not that big yet. It's fine. Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Did that.
Yes.